Okay, lesson 1, 2. Our objectives today are understand basic terms of geometry and understand basic postulates of geometry. We're going to go ahead and get started with the postulates first. There will be a postulate sheet uploaded to Canvas for you as well, so in case you forget your notes or something, all your postulates can be found there as well. Alright, postulate 1-1 says, through any 2 points, there is exactly one line. Okay, you can't draw more than one line through 2 points. So if we look at this example here, line T is the only line that passes through points A and B. Alright, so all of these postulates kind of work together for points, lines, and planes. So they kind of have the same ideas. If 2 lines intersect, then they intersect in exactly 1 point. So, through any 2 points, there's one line. If 2 lines intersect, they intersect at 1 point. They can't intersect at more than one. So in the example, line AE and line BD intersect at point C. Alright, then postulate 1-3 says, if 2 planes intersect, then they intersect in exactly one line. So just like 2 lines intersect at 1 point, now down here we've got 2 planes that intersect at 1 line. And plane RST and plane STW intersect at line ST. Okay, last postulate to learn today. Through any 3 non-collinear points, so they can't be on the same line, there is exactly one plane. Okay. Those are our postulates that we're going to learn in this lesson. They kind of set up the basics of geometry for you. Okay, we need to know a few definitions as well. A point, we've all seen a point before. We're going to describe a point as a location. Okay, it's one spot. Space is the set of all points. So any location can be found in space. Space is the set of all points. A line is a series of points. So on any line, there's more than 2 points. It's just a whole bunch you can think of a line as a whole bunch of points dotted together so closely that they form a line. It's a set of points that extends in opposite directions. And then collinear points are points that lie on the same line. So like in this little picture over here, points A and B are collinear because they're on the same line. All right. Second page. A plane is a flat surface with no thickness. So it's completely flat. There's no height to it at all. And then they give you a picture of a plane over to the side there. It's completely flat. There's no third dimension. It's just this shape. 2 points or lines are coplanar if they lie in the same plane. Just like collinear, coplanar is in the same plane. So if we look at the picture over here, points A, B, and C are coplanar because they're all in this plane. And final definition, a postulate or axiom is an accepted statement of fact. So it's kind of what geometry is built on. We know these things are true, and we prove everything else because of these things being true. Okay, so let's check out some examples. Identify collinear points. In the figure at the right, name 3 points that are collinear and 3 points that are not collinear. So this first one says lie on a line, so these are the collinear points. So the only place we have 3 points in the same line would be right here. So we need Z, Y, and W. Those are collinear. Any other set of 3 points in the figure do not lie on a line, because if we pick any other 3, we have to pick X, and X is not in with the others. For example, X, Y, and Z form this is a flat shape, so this is a plane. X, Y, Z forms a plane, and are not collinear. Okay, so now we're going to work on naming the plane. You can name a plane using points in the plane. But they have to go around the outside. So like here, if I was going to name this plane, I could say RUTS because that goes around the outside of the plane. So that would be 1. I could say RSTU, that's backwards from what we said the first time. So you can go clockwise or counterclockwise, but it has to go around the outside of the shape. You can't cut across the middle. So another one I could say URST. I could start with T and say UTURS. Or I could start with S and I could say SRUT. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can pick any letter to start with as long as you go around the outside. You are correct. Okay. Finding the intersection of 2 planes. Use the diagram at the right. What is the intersection of the plane HGC? So we've got HGC. So this one back here. And AED. So we've got this one to the other side. Okay, the back left of faces of the cube intersect at, these two intersect right here on HD. So that's a line, so we're going to say line HD. And we write line, we put 2 letters with the little arrows over it. So this says planes HGC and AED intersect vertically at line HD. So we said the same thing twice, basically. Okay. Last example before you try this on your own. Alright, this says shade the plane that contains XYZ. Okay, points XYZ and are the vertices of one of the 4 triangular surfaces of the pyramid. To shade the plane, shade the interior of the triangle. Okay, so we want X, Y, Z. I just put dots at those points so that I make sure I know where I am. And then if you just connect the dots, we know that this is X, Y, Z, and we can color that in. It's just that back plane. And this is a triangle formed by X, Y, and Z. Okay. These next 4 problems, so we've got number 1, use the figure in example 1. So if we back up to example 1, we're going to use this picture right here for number 1 in your check for understanding. You're going to decide if the points are collinear. You're going to name the line in 3 different ways. So you just pick 2 points on the line. So let's say I've got line A, B, C. If I was going to name this in 3 different ways, I could say line AC, line AB, and line BC, or I could say line CA. Okay, you can go forwards or backwards, you just have to pick 2 points on the line. Naming the plane, we practiced that one, and then name 2 planes that intersect at line BF, so this would be this line over here. Go ahead and color that if you need to. Shading the plane, we practiced that, and then name a point that is coplanar with the points WX. So after you shade this plane, you're going to pick a point that's coplanar with those points. All right, you should be set to go ahead and try these questions. When you get done, go ahead and check them with me, and then you can start your homework.